Good morning everybody, what a beautiful morning it is today, and we are gonna take a look at today one of the dumbest movies that's ever been made. I have just one question: what is really the name of this movie? I thought it was XXX2 The Next Level, but apparently in the United States it is called XXX State of the Union. I actually think that both titles are dumb, but that's actually nothing compared to the movie itself. Sir, where are you going? I was going to see this movie, XXX State of the Union. Hand it over, hand it over. But I need it! You can't go in to see this movie with your brain. Hand it over. Fine. So the secret agency that Sandra Cage, Vin Diesel, worked for in the first movie, led by Agent Gibbons, aka Samuel L. Jackson with the beep button on him, they're attacked in the beginning of the movie, almost eradicating the entire organization. Only Gibbons and his geeky sidekick, the Q without the heart, basically, they escape. Gibbons realize that they're probably having some kind of mole within their own organization, and that there probably is a plot that they are about to hatch, which must be stopped immediately. And since they discovered that Sandra Cage, Vin Diesel, has been killed on a mission in Bora Bora, Gibbons tells them that they need to get a new XXX, with the one with more attitude. But no swearing. This is a PG-13 movie after all. Now who should it be? Darius Stone is the answer, aka Ice Cube. He is a former soldier who was serving under Gibbons at one time, so they have a history together. First, that is a good idea. I could never really get behind Sandra Cage as a character. When I saw it, I just thought it was rubbish beyond the word of rubbishness. And I can buy that Ice Cube, as a former soldier, was able to do all the things he could do in this movie. And he was gonna be a man who could save the world, basically, as apart from an extreme sportist like Sandra Cage. That's just sort of my opinion. Now, he gets busted out of jail, and now he is on the hunt for justice and is going to save the world and all this good stuff. This is basically our movie in a nutshell. Now, this is not a dumb action movie. This is a lobotomized action movie. This might be one of the dumbest movies I have ever seen. But for what it is, I sort of like this movie. This is like a James Bond movie, written by Tom Clancy, rewritten by a 5-year-old, and then sent to the studio and said, let's do it! For what it is, a kind of fun movie. The script is rubbish, the characters are cartoonish, the villain's plan is so dumb and is so amazingly silly that you can't take this seriously, and that is the entire purpose of this thing. This is not a thing where you have to, lean in and meet the director halfway. You have to run across a very huge field and embrace Lee Tamahori and almost try to become a part of him if you're going to enjoy this movie. You can heel in. You can heel in and just say, no, I don't want to, it is so dumb. And you can just say, well, that wasn't a good movie at all. And you will be absolutely right. But if you can stomach, and I mean a lot of dumb stuff, it will work. It won't be good, but it will work. I personally think that this is the better movie compared to the first XXX movie. I actually think the best one is the one that came out last year, The Return of Sandra Cage, which proved once and for all, nothing can kill Vin Diesel. He eats death and shits victories, that's what he does. Apart from Darius Stone, we have a cavalcade of so-and-so characters in different stages of ridiculousness. And basically but it boils down to two other people which are memorable, and it is Samuel L. Jackson, always fun despite him being restricted there by the PG-13 rating, which, you know, lowers the Samuel Jacksonishness of the entire thing. But then of course we have Willem Dafoe shows up, yay, good stuff, delivering all the saneness that the evil characters he always plays demands him to play, all the way, and as a complete lunatic. Some action sequences are amazingly well shot. Some sequences look great, some look okay, and some, like the train sequence in the end, look absolutely awful. The CGI in that one looks so awful. Even back in 2005, I thought it looked... Ugh. It is one of the worst CGI action sequences I have ever seen in my entire life. That is terrible. I kind of like the story despite it being completely ludicrous, and I like the innocence that this movie somehow carries, and I do care about the story, how dumb it even is. I didn't care at all for the story in the first XXX movie. That was just, care, I don't care. I still think that this movie is worth a watch. It is stupid, but it is a fast-paced, entertaining, and somehow a little adorable little movie. Ice Cube or Vin Diesel. It's like comparing a stump towards the ground it stands on, and I don't really know which one it is. Either way, this is not the movie, you know, with good acting or stuff like that. It's an action movie, and a dumb action movie at that. It gets a rating of 52. It is not a good movie, but it is a fun and entertaining movie. And take it for what it is. Some good action sequences, some great action sequences, some ridiculously awful looking sequences, and well, so which XXX movie do you think is the best one? I actually think that the Return of Sandra Cage is my favorite one, mostly because it was so utterly butterly madness, and it did have a better sort of cast ensemble. Until the next time, this is Vikstrand signing out.